In a completely dark room with just the glow from our screen, and the C200 brings in a load of light, so it's definitely going to be usable. The Neo on the other hand is quite a dark image, so the C200 is way better in this test. With natural light coming in through the window, and we are washed out down the side of our face where the light is coming in, but they are both usable. You can manually configure the exposure on each in software like OBS, but this makes the image too dark on the Neo, with the C200 handling things much better. They both have their own software you can use, and the Elgato one is better as this allows you to fine tune the exposure using shutter speed and ISO, whereas the Ankerwork software doesn't have the option in there to adjust the exposure, so you are relying on something like OBS to be able to do it. The Neo is capable of 60 frames per second, so you will get more fluent footage compared to the C200, but a higher resolution of 2K is available on that C200. The Ankerwork software allows you to zoom in and pan across the zoomed in image to close that field of view up, or one of the 3 different preset field of views can be selected. The camera hub software is very similar, but we can determine the preset positions ourselves for that little more flexibility if we want to switch the field of view quickly. When using ring lights in front of us, we are overexposed on both, so we have some manual work to do, and jumping into the exposure settings in OBS allows us to configure this, and this brings a much better result on both. And now we're ready for calls and streams. Switching on backlights behind us and using the auto exposure settings on the Neo, and it's working pretty well here with it reducing the glow on our face. I only tested this with manual exposure on the C200, but it does perform well. If you want to focus on a small object, then straight out of the box the C200 is better. It allows you to get up to around 2 inches away before the object gets blurry. The Elgato Neo on the other hand is a little erratic with the auto focusing, with it sometimes grabbing the focus and other times it really does struggle. But all is not lost, as the camera hub software does come with a button to force it to refocus, and if you are happy with how it has refocused, you can lock this in position. This prevents it from hunting and recalibrating itself. Manual options are available, and a couple of presets to grab the focus on things which are near, mid, or far away, but it is all done through the camera hub software. Removing a green screen in OBS, and it wasn't bad at all with it removing all of it. I did get a little pixelation towards the bottom, which is due to how my lights and green screen are set up, but a quick mess around with the sliders in OBS got this looking much better. Now the C200 removes the green screen well, but if you're using the automatic exposure settings, then you may experience the overexposure on your face like I have here. Manually configuring the exposure in OBS removes the glow, but it brings the outline of the green screen, so be prepared to play around with your own lighting, as this is going to play a huge part in making this look better. This is a microphone test using the Anker Powerconf C200. This is the kind of audio you can expect from the inbuilt microphones. And the Elgato Neo doesn't come with an inbuilt microphone.